Oh, yes, indeed. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Back from Bunyan, back inside because it's raining and snowing and cold outside. So we are inside, but we're still going to have a good time. Maybe not as good a time as last week on the Friday Night Live stream for some of you. I know all you watching at home had a good time. I had a great time being in person, meeting many of you that I see in the chat flying by. So, we want to just get things started off. Just get right to it. I got to give a big shout out to Gringo Pines. I think he had to leave, but he did drop a bomb in the cup. And who else did that? There's a coin in there. Who did that? Michael D. Finally got to meet Michael D. last weekend. Let me tell you, good seeing you, meeting you, and good seeing you in here. So everyone, with that, let's get this Friday Night live stream off and rolling like we always do, raising up our cups and making a toast to you for being here. Cheers. So yes, it's great to be back. Let me tell you, it took me a few days to recover from Bunyan. That was a wild weekend. A lot of long days, not a lot of sleep. My trip home was a long day. But we're back. Tim and Old Saws. Tim, how you doing? Dave, WD30, Dave, Tim Thompson, outside Michigan Dean, Iron and Oak Sawmill. I never got a beaver hat. I never got one of those things. There was too much going on with those beaver's pelts last week. Wild Bill. Oh, although no, Wild Bill is no longer Wild Bill. It's Moonshine Bill Irwin. And Ralph Carnegie, how are you doing? Jeffrey. The big boy that had to walk. What is it now? 3 miles? Are we up to 3 miles? Are we up to, is it 4? I know every time we talk to you, I think the distance got a little bit longer. I think it started out as a half mile across the interstate, and then it was a mile, and then by Saturday it was 2 miles. So if we're up to 3 or 4, let me know in the chat there how many miles it was that you guys, the Easton Made crew, walked over to the hotel to hang out last Friday night. It was a great time. Like I said, there's like 6 miles. 6 miles, and it was cold, freezing. It was, Hey, there's John frickin' Jeep. He was in person. He was actually on the live stream last week. Great to finally meet you. I said this on the Woodhounds podcast this past week. Like, for me, actually, the highlight of the Bunyan weekend, and I think this might be the case going forward every year, the highlight is going to still be meeting you people, meeting some of you, like I said, some of you I've never met before, but it felt like we had known each other, and it was just a big group of friends getting back together. So, by next year, I think it'll be it'll just add to that. Like everyone I met this year, it'll just be like getting back together again. It was a blast. So those of you that came out to the Fairfield Inn, thank you again. I never imagined that when I started doing Friday Night live streams, that would go and take me to a place where people were there having a good time, meeting each other, and yeah, just blew my mind. Completely blew my mind. And next year, this man right here, he just... Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Tim Thompson, unfortunately, he didn't get to make it. And after he sent me a picture, he texted me a picture today, and after seeing it, I'm thinking it might be a good thing that you did. I don't know if you'd be able to handle it. That I can't believe. So we'll see, but hopefully next year you get to make it out there. Oh no, Chuck, the Fairfield Inn, they are ready. They are ready for next year right now. Like, I talked to the management, and they were fine with everything. Wait, what's going on? No volume. Oh, wait a minute. No, you can hear me, right? Is my audio back? All right. Anyway, the Fairfield Inn is ready for us to come back. Yes, they were, the swinging girls muted me. That's what happened. Yeah, I had to turn the mute button on last week. Hey, and there we got, all right. There he is, Brad, Firewood at the Furnace. Good evening to you all. There's a man I finally got to meet, and he did not disappoint, let me tell you. Great meeting you, Brad. Cheers, thank you very much. But no, the beard in person is not anymore, it's not impressive. Although, a lot of people were pretty impressed. He had the whole Paul Bunyan thing going on. So, yeah, it was, the only thing is that, the Hampton Inn across the interstate, they actually called the Fairfield Inn because they were like, God, we keep hearing, we don't know what's going on over there. We keep hearing somebody yelling. So I think it was a hardworking man. I think the Hampton Inn on the other side of the interstate, they could hear the hardworking man when he was talking. And so they called the Fairfield Inn. That was the only complaint we had. No, I'm just giving him a hard time. Oh, yeah. But yeah, it was, like I said, I talked to the manager. They were fine. The lady that was working that night, she did have a couple instances where we were a little loud when she was on the phone, but all good. Tim and Old Saws, can you give my two nephews, Matthew and Aiden, a shout out? They're here watching with me tonight. Matthew and Aiden. Well, I was actually had a little Van Dusen axe right here in my hand in the pre-show. So here is a little shout out to you guys, Matthew, Aiden. Enjoy your evening hanging out there with Mr. Van Dusen. Uncle Van Dusen. Uncle Tim. Oh. Yeah. The woos. I thought that all the woos were going to happen outside. That's what Shib said. Although this was like when we were having lunch on Friday, he said, yep, all the woos I'm going to do outside. Because that was the plan. We were going to be outside. Or at least some people were going to be outside. But then it got cold. And the lighting was bad. And so it ended up nobody was outside. Sean, my friend, I am inside tonight because it's cold outside here. It's down to, right now we're at 35. It was raining and snowing earlier, and unfortunately, my setup, my laptop and everything, they say you shouldn't be running it under 50 degrees. So if it's like 45, it's like, it's a little cooler than 45. I don't like to run it outside. Hey, Mystery Gardener, what was fourth? Oh my goodness, your fourth one. Well, hopefully you don't have the side effects. Daniel Atkins, I see your question. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to try. Hang on a second. I'm going to bring the ladies out because, and I got a funny story here. So let me see if I can make sure this is working right. All right, there we go. I think you can hear me now. Senior Firewood Homestead. Larry Hoddle. Saw Larry and Robin. Hello, everyone. Cheers. Thank you very much, Larry. One of the things one of the conversations from the weekend that I will not forget. Hey, Marlon L., how you doing? And I'll get back to you, Daniel Atkins, don't worry. But Senior Firewood, Larry, him and his wife, they were handing out earplugs. And so they gave me two pair, one for me, one for Amanda. And I said that I'll make sure to show, that Amanda's wearing them on a video, because I always lift her hair up to show she's got her earplugs in. And Larry said, "Don't worry about it. No one's looking at her ears." And I was like, that just made me laugh and smile all the way home, Larry. That was the freaking best line, I think, of the weekend. So thanks again, and great seeing you. It was oh my goodness. Anyway, okay, Daniel Atkins. All right, so here's the deal. You have to decide if you're going to pick one trip to do next year, Bunyan or Frenzy. You have to kind of decide, do you want to see more equipment, or do you want to meet and spend more time with people? Well, the thing is, at Bunyan, you'll get both, but you won't see as much equipment at the Firewood Frenzy. So that's the trade-off. You have to, I think Bunyan probably has a little more of that mix. I don't know. It's just a great time. There's so many people. And it just, nonstop. It was long. Thursday night, I think I slept 3 hours. Friday night, maybe 4. I tried to get some sleep Saturday night, but that didn't really work too good either. Oh, let's see here. Bill Klein, how you doing? Good seeing you again. Timon, my friend. Great hanging out with you as well. And over there in the Yappa tent, good to see you. Robert, all right, we got a question here. If you do have a question, if you're new here, if you've jumped over, I was actually live on Facebook earlier. If you came over from Facebook, you have a question, throw a Q in front of it. See any electric powered equipment in the Paul Bunyan show? Any thoughts? I did not. I know I think they had some saws there. And I think there was actually a sawmill that was electric. I believe there was one type of sawmill, but I didn't get to see it run. I didn't get like any details on it. But yeah, it was I think they're a little ways off as well. Hey, and there's the saw surgeon. Yeah, I stayed up late worrying about Shib being up late. Yeah. Let's see here. How many Bunyan videos have you watched? Well, frickin' Jeep, let me tell you, I don't know if you saw my comment or not, but your video, I think it was yesterday, that I think was one of your best in your series from Bunyan, and definitely the best thumbnail that you've had from all your Bunyan videos. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go over to Frickin' Jeep's channel and check out, I think it was number 3, maybe. But yeah, he has like coverage from every day. I think early Thursday, maybe even Friday. Long dogs and firewood logs. How you doing? It's prime firewood time. That's right. It's I saw somebody was talking earlier about orders were flying out. Phone was ringing. It's crazy. Crazy time of the year. So get ready. I have only had one call, which is good. Yeah, I missed the whole alien invasion on Saturday night. Thank goodness. Because I think Shib got abducted for a little while Saturday night. So I'm glad that I was not down there for that. Yes. Iron and Oak. That is the one thing. I was waiting to see if he was on here or not. No, I didn't get a notification that you replied. I'll have to check that out. But anyway, old guy Firewood last week on the live stream. I forget where he was at, but we did a little push. We wanted to get him over the 1K mark, and he actually hit it this week. So everyone that helped do that, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support to some fellow woodhounds here. Little Bear Outdoor. What was your favorite piece of equipment or tools from Bunyan? Oof, that is a tough one. That is a very tough one. I would have to say... Oh wait, let me get back to this. Well, hang on. We got coins falling. I think my favorite piece of equipment that I would like to, or that I wouldn't mind having, would be one of those little loader things with the cab, the little small cab, and then the firewood bagging system. It's like a big square metal tube or container that it would lift up, and as it lifted up, it had this mesh netting that would wrap the wood. That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool to have. All right. Let's go over here to and we've got Michael D, who stayed up with Shib until 2 a.m. That is pretty crazy. And then WD-30 again. I'll be here next weekend. I'm going to be focused on the game and and to get drunk. All right, Michael D. Yes, you were a trooper. Staying up with Shib. WD-30. Thank you very much. Cheers. All right, I have some questions back here. Long dogs, firewood logs, most viral video, shorts definitely, and a very interesting story on that shorts. I was splitting, I don't know when it was, but as you know, I don't run my 4-way wedge with the pin in it, so I can take it off and on real easy. And I had this round that it had a little angled back cut. And when the push plate hit that round, the angle, it popped the front end up. And then it pushed the wedge up and off of the splitter. So, like, when it happened, I was like, holy crap. So I just kept pushing it through it, like the whole piece of wood like rode up over the single wedge. And then the 4-way was stuck in the piece of wood. So I was like, oh my goodness, what the heck? You know, I'm like, what is going on? So I shut the camera off and I figured out how I could get the wedge out. And so anyway, I got thinking about it and I was like, you know what? Sometimes you just have to take what happens, even though it's like a mess up, everything got messed up, you know, the wedge popped off. I'm like, I'm just going to make a shorts out of this little 30-second, just showing the wedge getting pushed up and over and off and stuck in the wood. And I threw it out there. And of course, people love to see things get messed up. Because I think on YouTube right now, it's got like 2 million views. On Facebook, it's pushing almost 5 million. So yeah, it's crazy. But that is the most viral one has been a shorts. But they push, like shorts are really the big thing right now. Oh boy. Any interview with Bunyan? I didn't interview him. But if you saw in that video, I had him make a cameo appearance in my video, which I thought was just something a little different, rather than having like a whole meet and greet interview. Like, I was just like, hey, can you just, I mean, obviously I talked to him for a little while before that. And on the first day I went out there, Saturday, I talked to him. And then on Sunday, so hung out with him a little bit. All right, now we've got, if you're new here, this is where things get out of control. Every time a coin falls, we're supposed to raise up our cups. But when we got these crazy woodhounds, like, there he is, the one and only Mr. Shib. And then Woodruff Woods and Michael D. Yeah, that doesn't happen with an Easton made, but let me tell you, you can't switch out your wedge in 1 to 2 seconds either. You want to switch your wedge out on an Easton made, you got to get your tractor, lift the thing up. It's a whole procedure. All right, so anyway, my Woodruff Woods, how are you doing? Shib, Michael D, all of those, I don't know how many I've missed, but they keep falling. So everyone, raise up your cups. Here come a whole bunch more. And again, it doesn't matter what's in your cup. Just raise it up. Cheers to all you Woodruff, Shib, Michael D. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, you can't change a wedge on an Easton made unless you're Jeff. I think Jeff can change it pretty quick. I'm way behind. Um, and I missed another question, but I don't even know where I'm at. We've lost control. We've lost control. But, and there we spilt some coins. Who was that? Michael White, old timer, how are you doing? Is he in here? Somebody said, oh boy. Long dogs and firewood logs. That was my instance with a rotten center oak short. Fell west, not north. Ooh. Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you very much. Thanks for the bomb. And then, holy crap, hang on. We got another bomb that came down. Outside with Shib. What's up, Woodhounds? With a big woo. Cheers. We're going to have to refill. Whoa, we are almost at the bottom of the hour. Holy mollies. Woo. Yeah, Buckin was busy. He was busy. But if you were around, like he even said, like his whole thing is he didn't want to like form any lines. He just wanted people to like kind of gather around and then just like, you know, meet and greet, introduce, say hi. So, but he was busy, very busy. What was I going to? There was something. I don't even know. So many questions ago. I think I have lost it. Well, I mean, I lost the chat message. I haven't lost it. Not yet. It's getting close. Getting close. I think somebody else was asking about equipment at the show. What did you guys think of the automated firewood packaging system? The multi-pack. What did you think of that? In yesterday's video, the big hopper spinning around, picking up splits, taking them up a conveyor, tossing them in. 3 bundles. So, I don't know if you guys saw in the comments, but somebody knows. So that machine that was there, that automatic packaging system, that's going down to Texas, and then those boxes of firewood that they were just demoing packaging, those things sell for $22 a box. $22 box of wood. So you can make 3 of those a minute. That's like whatever. A lot a minute. Now you can keep that up for an hour. Oh. Woo! Oh my goodness, we had another bomb come down. The why not? And why not? Yes. I think somebody said it was like, I don't know, 186,000 maybe. I'm not sure. But Mike Morin, cheers. Hope I can woo with you guys next year. I hope you can too. Thank you very much. Cheers. Definitely getting low in the cup. Anthony, Ontario Firewood Resource, how are you feeling? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're recovering, getting back at it. Yeah, I don't know exactly the price tag on it, but if you're making bundles or boxes and you're getting $22 a piece for them, and you're doing 3 a minute, That's not too bad. 186, 100. Oh, yeah. I don't. Saw surgeon. I'm pretty sure you know my math skills are not anywhere up to being able to calculate that out. But at $22 a bundle, 3 bundles a minute, how many minutes before you had $186,000? Somebody will figure it out here. All right, I am going to refill because it is right on the bottom of the hour. And right on the bottom of the hour, Rich Healy comes through, throws a bomb. All right. You would definitely have to be in the bundle business for the long term. That is for certain. All right. Rich Healy, we're bringing out the ladies. We got the ladies swinging out for you. Cheers to all the Woodhounds and the Firewood season. Hoping to be at the Bunyan show next year. That would be spectacular. I think we should just change that from hoping to we will see you at Bunyan next year. Thank you very much. Cheers. $2,818 minutes. I don't know if that's right. Like I said, I'm not into math. Not at all. So who else was at Bunyan? I know you guys were asking me what I enjoyed at Bunyan, what piece of machinery. If you were at Bunyan, throw in the chat right now what was your favorite piece of equipment or tool or apparatus or whatever. Your favorite highlight from the Bunyan show. Chip Tucky Headhunter refilled with some Buffalo Trace. Oh boy. I think the Bunyan show is the first full weekend of October. So if I go to 2023 and I look at October, the first weekend of October is the 6th, 7th, and 8th. So I'm guessing that is going to be the date. I'm thinking it's going to be October 6th, 7th, and 8th. October 2023. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The answer is the rest of your life. You will be paying. You will be making a lot of bundles. Yeah, it's but I mean, I don't know. Beer at Bunyan. Yeah. Shib was down, had VIP parking on Sunday. Jeff, the best part was not the walk home. Yeah, well, it's a good thing because you probably wouldn't have made it by morning from how far it was. The people, yep. The people, what is wrong? What is going on with my haircut? Are you saying because you can see my silver fox more? Is that better? Actually, that's worse. Oh, oh. Woodruff Woods. Let me tell you. All right, here we got to go back. We got to bring out. We'll bring out the ladies, and I got to tell you a story about. Shifty has a great haircut. Well, thank you very much. It's getting a little long on the sides, but cheers, Woodruff. So, if you remember, those of you that were on Skitter Kev, how you doing? There's Skitter Kev. Good and great to meet you last week. It was already. Jeez. Very nice meeting you, my friend. Anyway, Woodruff Woods volunteers his wife to keep an eye on Shib over the course of the Paul Bunyan weekend, especially Friday night. All right? So Woodruff says, hey, the lovely Lisa, my wife, she'll be the handler. She'll take care of Shib. So we're all like, all right, that's cool. What does Woodruff Woods do? After the live stream, Shib has run out of beer. So we're like, all right, he's got no more beer. Everything's good. No, we don't have to worry. Woodruff Woods goes back to his room and just continues to bring out more beer, giving it to Shib, making his wife's job of handling Shib and keeping him in line even more difficult. So I tell you, I don't know. That was Woodruff Woods, my friend. I was laughing all day about that. I'm like, this guy volunteers his wife and then he contributes to the madness. Although Shib wasn't too bad. He kept it pretty much. Once we were able to contain the woos, we were all good. Michael D, the camera adds 10 years. Cheers. Hey, Mr. Nick Pixel, how are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. I don't know if you guys, or I don't know how many people are aware of this, because I don't think Nick really made this known too much, but I think we all need to give some credit to Nick, because he organized the whole Buckin experience at Bunyan. He put all that together. He did a whole bunch of other stuff for that weekend. So Nick, thank you once again for all you do. Even though, we were talking and you said you've kind of been, away from YouTube, but I don't think you're ever really away from the Woodhound community. So great seeing you, and again, appreciate all you did, because I think you did a lot more. I think you had a lot more going on than you let us on to believe. So I think Nick Pixel deserves a big pat on the back. Big Woodhound team drink. Cheers, my friend. Yeah, that was. He had a busy. What is it, a week? How many days beforehand? A week beforehand? But yeah, it was. I know from just organizing a few things that I've done how much goes into it, and I can't imagine. But so yeah, if you didn't know, and next year I think they got some more stuff getting. They're already planning for next year, which will be good. Next year, the one thing I'm going to try to plan is this is the one little gem that I got from Thursday night. Check this out. And I want you all right now. I know that I can't hear you, but I want everyone to collectively together to say out loud and try to pronounce this. So if right now, whoever you're with, or if you're just alone, right now, out loud, try to pronounce the name of this bourbon. You think you got it right? Do you think you said it properly? Because I still don't remember. I don't remember how you how you say it, but this stuff wasn't too bad. It's not as strong as your, it's not as strong as your Knob Creeks or your Buffalo Traces, but let me tell you, it goes down a lot smoother than the Buffalo Trace. I guarantee you that. But this was a bottle of bourbon that Lowry and Ville from Finland brought over to Joe's. And he he did what Brad did with the Eagle Rare. Like they poured the cups and we all raised one up and whew. But it was not bad. But I just the label on this bottle I thought was pretty cool. So I asked if they didn't mind if I took it, and they were like, "Yeah, we're just gonna toss it away, throw it away." So I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna put that on the shelf. A little memorabilia, a little something to remember the Thursday night with the Finns before Bunyan." And then I tell you, it was way better than Buffalo Trace. I will say that, even though Brad will disagree. Look at Saw Surgeon. Yeah, there was that's the thing. It was something. It did sound like yellow something. So you're close, Saw Surgeon. You're close. No, I did not, James. There is no. I had. I don't know how much Captain was left, and I couldn't bring any of it home. And then Jeffrey brings me a bottle of Knob Creek smoked maple or something. And Brad gave me a bottle of Captain Morgan. And I wasn't able to take any of it with me because I had to fly home. So I sent it with Shib. Hopefully there's still some left. And he doesn't just send me empty bottles. But yeah, hopefully when Shib ships that stuff over here, it won't be looking like this where it's empty. And if it is, that means Sam had a very interesting weekend. The Eagle Rare was pretty good. Oh, the coin. Ah, there is the man himself. Outside with Shop. I'll be shipping the knob this next week. All right, well, no rush. No rush because I still have a little bit left. Thank you very much. Cheers. Hey, Larry Hoddle. Have a good weekend. I will be thinking about you tomorrow with the earplugs. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And that's the thing. Like, you don't, like, it's hard to describe, like, being able to just, I mean, and it was just like instant. Like, people were coming into the lobby, and after the live stream, we got talking, and it was just like, we were giving each other a hard time. We were having fun. It was great. It was great. Ohio Hilltop Hobby Farm, how you doing? Shib for the win, yes. Like I said, I didn't know what I was going to do. I would have had to, well, we could have tried to finish the bottles before we left Sunday morning. But that would have taken a long Saturday night, and yeah, I was tired Saturday. Come Saturday night by 10 o'clock, I was ready for bed. Mangy Coyote, how are you doing? Dude Ranch, Jake, Dude Ranch, DIY. How was your flight home? Hopefully it was better than mine. Mine got delayed, and then it got rescheduled, and then it got delayed again, and are the earplugs orange and blue? They're orange. I think they're orange. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm painting my splitter, Jeffrey. So, I don't know. Hey, Neil, Dig Drive, DIY. How was everyone? Enjoy watching many of you guys and was hoping to meet some of you at Bunyan, but didn't make it. Oh, that would have been great. Yes, it would have been very great to meet you. It would have been nice chatting, hanging out, but next year, put it on the books. I'm already looking forward to it. Hopefully the time flies by, but good seeing you on here tonight. Cheers. You got your boiler fired up yet? I'm getting ready to do my first clean out. Yeah, those were a very good idea. That was very cool. They should have came to the live stream so we could have used them there. That's when we really needed them. That is when we could have really used them. But that was yeah, frickin' Jeep. I think his wife used those earplugs all the way home. Gonna start it tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I've had mine going since, what was it, September 23rd? I think. Yeah. So, almost going in the third week. Landon's been moving the wood with the Coyote. It does a good job. Definitely just make sure you got plenty of ballast on the back. I found that out real quick. You need that counterweight because it can pick stuff up, no problem. You just might need four-wheel drive to get it moving around. Hey, Dave Holmes, hello to you down in Ohio. Yeah, the boiler, I just have so much wood. I was talking to the Crown Royal rep down there at Bunyan, and he's telling me about how efficient these new wood boilers are and how the gasification, if you have your wood that's seasoned, you're going to use like 40% less. And I said, well, if that's the case, if I ever get a new one, I'm going to need to plan ahead. So like for 2 years, I burn up all the wood I have, because otherwise, if I'm burning less wood, I'm really going to have a lot. I'm already overflowing. Woodruff Woods, have a good weekend. Oh, you got bundles to make tomorrow. Oh, all right. Well, enjoy those bundles. Have a good night and a great weekend. And again, loads of fun seeing you at Bunyan. There's some good laughs. Just some good laughs. Yes, I have so much wood. That was the other thing. There's just, I don't know what it is. Firewood, jokes, just, it's like just so easy. It's too easy sometimes. But we got to keep it family friendly, at least till the 9 o'clock hour here, Central Time. Once 9 o'clock comes, look out. Hey, we got to jump over here. Wait. Dude Ranch DIY. Cheers, Woodhounds. Thank you very much. Again, great meeting you. I met you virtually before, but great meeting you in person. Cheers. Thank you. Oh, and we're going to keep it right here, Woodhounds. Get ready to raise it back up to good friend. Great seeing you again, Marlon. Friday was a great time, especially Friday night at the live stream. The best fun I've had in years. Thank you. Well, thank you for being there, Marlon. Great to see you. Cheers. Yeah, it was a load of fun. And I know that for a while I was a little nervous, but the whole thing was like I didn't know how much of the noise was coming through the live stream. Now that I know that not much of that was coming through, so like next year will be way different. Like I won't have to worry, because that was obviously I was concerned that we were being too loud for the hotel. But the other thing was just that, I didn't know how it was sounding to the people watching. So that's why I was just kind of like, not really stressed out, but just, I didn't want to ignore the people online, and I wanted them to be able to enjoy and hear things. But now that I know that the background noise didn't come through that much, yeah, look out. Although that doesn't mean next year we're going to be having like, a woo contest or anything. Although I think there's a new front runner. If we were to have a woo contest, I mean, Shib is obviously a contender, and Kenny, Chris's brother, he would give Shib a run for his money. But I think there's somebody else that might just walk away with the crown of the loudest woo in the building. I don't think it's going to even be a fair competition if they're there. What's the buzz? What's the buzz? How you doing? Let's see. What was that, Brad? Yes, Shib bought a beaver hat, but he didn't remember for sure how. I'm guessing he paid for it, because I don't think they would have sold it to him if he didn't pay for it. But he's got a beaver hat. I did not get one. Dave, Libby, how are you doing? Are you going to the cabin this year? I'm actually going down this weekend. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I should make it. I'll probably go stop back to the cabin. But I'm going down to pick some pumpkins. But I don't know which day I'm for sure going down. There's a bunch of things. There's a lot to do this weekend. Oh, yes, Andy. Oh, yes, indeed there is. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me tell you. And he will admit he knows he's loud, because I talked to him on Sunday or Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, I think I'm going to be down to the farm this weekend. So I'm gonna catch up with. I know a lot of people at Bunyan were asking about Woodhound Senior. So I'm going to catch up with him, maybe do a little sit down chat with Woodhound Senior. I think he's got a big hickory tree that he wants to get processed up. So there's some stuff going on down on the farm. Buckin ran a ported 500i on today's video. I did not see that yet. I have not. That's the one thing that was like hanging out with other creators that have channels. Like, that's the one thing we were talking about. I think it was Saturday night around the fire pit. Just like, you know, how you don't have much time to like watch other people's, like, you have a little bit of time to like check in, you know, maybe catch a part of their video. But you know, you get limited on the time that you can spend consuming YouTube when you are creating YouTube. So that was fun. It was fun talking with you guys, you know, that have other channels. Dick, Old Guy Firewood, had some great talks with him. Just sitting around the fire. Colleen's Farm Adventures, how are you doing? What was Daniel Atkins saying? 11.6 hours. Wow. Broke the double digits. That's nice. Yeah, I think, do you have any wood left to split after 11 hours? After 11 and a half hours, are there any rounds left in your wood yard, Daniel Atkins? That's the question. That's what we need to know. Or are you all out of wood? Are you caught up? Heinz's Backyard Adventure. Yeah, I don't know if Senior's going to get to that this weekend or not. But I know he's going to give you a call. He did mention that. I don't know if we'll have to see. Oh, he does have lots and lots here left to split. That is good. Keep the big Smurf fed. Keep it fed. Bill, Moonshine Bill, let me tell you, thank you for getting together. It was, I was surprised when we're sitting around, I think it was before the live stream, and Bill's back there and he pulls out his jar of shine, cracks her open. So that's when I switched from Wild Bill to Moonshine Bill. I couldn't handle that stuff. I knew I wouldn't even be able to, so I didn't even ask. Because that stuff is like, I can't, if the Buffalo Trace is tough, I knew that whatever you had in that jar was not going to be sitting too well. Nicholas Cooper, how's everyone's selling going? The first year he sold, moving way faster than he expected. Well, that's good. Yeah, I think everyone's moving it fast. Hey, Randy, how you doing? He was over on Facebook earlier. The Yukon man is here and got one in hand. All right. Yeah, I was live on Facebook earlier before this, so we got some crossover. This is good. I like seeing it. Well, welcome to I think this is your first official Friday Night Live on YouTube. So hope you're enjoying it. Brock and 401. Yeah, Craig Wilson. He has 75 degrees down there. We were in the 70s on Tuesday here. We had 70 something, and now today it's like I said 30s. So 30s and cold. Snow on the ground this morning. Ridiculous. Although, I don't know. I mean, it is, what, middle of October? I'm looking at April. Middle of October. Randall. Well, yeah, Facebook Live was cool. Caught some of it. Yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna mix them together. What frickin' Jeep? Hey, Bill. Have a good weekend. YouTube took my reply off. Yeah, I didn't get a notice that you replied. Well, now, what did you say? What was it you said that YouTube withheld your reply? Oh, boy. I'm curious now. Mid-April. Yeah, I know. I wish it was. Actually, no, I like the fall. I want it. Fall and winter. What's the buzz? Look at this guy. Cheers to the first snowfall of the year. Yes. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's raise up our cups. Cheers. But yeah, who was that was asking about selling? Everyone I've talked to that's selling firewood, their phone is ringing off the hook. They've got people waiting. I think Tim Thompson said he's delivered all of his wood out that's going out. So yeah, it's going to be a busy year. So if you probably will, like everyone's told me, like you'll sell every stick you had or you have. And I don't know. I've got quite a bit actually to sell, but I also, I don't know. Sometimes I don't want to like sell everything because then it's like I don't have anything for when the stand opens up in the spring. And I'm sure people would be, by the time midwinter comes around, like that ash that I split that wasn't quite ready, I think that'll be ready by then. I'm going to give it like another 2 months, maybe month and a half. And then that ash I'm going to hopefully move that out. I don't know. 2 more deliveries for Daniel Atkins, and he's out of seasoned wood. Oh boy. Yeah, you better find, I don't know. I think if you were honest with people and you told them it wasn't fully seasoned, they might still buy it. Do you ever have trouble finding wood to cut? No. My urban logger, my tree surgeon, he has got me stockpiled. I've got a lot to get through. And he's got a whole bunch waiting. And he's got a whole bunch of jobs lined up in the next month. So that's one of the things I've actually been doing is I've had logs kind of scattered around the woodyard. I'm putting them all in I'm stacking them up on a pile. I'm making room because, yeah, he's got he's got jobs lined up all winter. He's yeah, I got a lot. Yeah, I got so much. I'm gonna be setting some aside for the Firewood Frenzy next year. I'm gonna have a all you woodhounds with your Husqvarnas. I'm gonna issue a challenge to see how much wood you can cut in an afternoon. So bring all your huskies, come over, cut up all my wood. I think I'm gonna work on organizing something like that. I think that's gonna be that's my game plan. This past year, we had Shib and Sam with their 500 eyes. And who else do we have here? SS Wood, Michelle, she was here. Jared Hildebrandt, Dean outside of Michigan, Woodruff Woods. So yeah, there was a bunch of people here cutting. Shib was running that saw all afternoon. But next year, I'm going to have a few more piles. And I'm going to issue the challenge to you husky guys. Come on up and let's see what those saws can really do. All this talk, all this bragging, all this chatter, seeing is believing. If you want to convince me that huskies are a great saw, next year, Firewood Frenzy, come buck up some logs and I will witness for myself and I'll see if they're really all they're cracked up to be. And at the end of the day, well, if I just happen to get a bunch of logs bucked up, I guess that's what it's going to take. I have not had any updates on Michelle. I think on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, if you go to the Back 40 Woodhounds Facebook group and join that, I think sometimes she posts some updates on there. The Rocky Mountain Mother, you have to shake it. Shake it good. All right, I'll remember that. Yeah, that's what. Oh, now What's the Buzz is going to bring his Echo over. Oh. See, this is the thing. You don't realize. Yes, I need to see if the Huskies can do it. And like I said, if it just so happens that a pile of logs gets bucked up in my woodyard in the process, well, then that's just what it takes. Oh, yes. I did go into the Husqvarna tent at Bunyan. They had all their saws lined up in a big log. So like had all their, homeowner models, pro models. They have I don't know, they had a whole bunch of them. So I walked in and the one Husqvarna rep came over and he said, "Hey, can I help you? What are you looking for?" And I asked him, like I said, "Do you have any saws here for a man?" And he wasn't able to answer me. So I just moved on down to the next tent. But yeah, he was kind of like, I could see the gears turning in his mind. He's like, "Oh, I mean a saw for a man? Let me see. I don't know if we got any saws like that." It was fun giving those guys a hard time. And they took it well. It was all in fun. You might need to get a new pair of panties. Oh my goodness. Oh, Nathan. My right thumb and hand in a big splint because I sprained my thumb joint. Well, that's no good. Hopefully it heals quick. Just give it plenty of rest. Don't overdo it. Oh! What in the world? Mike Mullen. Been a while. Have a drink. All right. Cheers. Thank you very much. But we are 10 minutes into overtime. Holy smokes. I got to get the Knob Creek. Right to the white line. Ugh. What is Mom and the boys here now talking about? They saw a steel tent at the logging expo in Green Bay. Yeah, that's probably because there was a couple of husky guys running it. Oh, right. Yeah, did I miss something back here? 1 second. I think that's I think that's it. I do have to, like I said, I didn't realize it was this late. Jeez. 9, 10 after 11. We'll go a little bit more. And then I do have to wrap it up because I got a big day tomorrow. There's a lot going on. We got birthday parties. We got I got to go to the landfill. Oh my God. All these things I need to get caught up on after being gone last weekend. And I got to get to the wood yard, and I got to clean out the ashes in the boiler. The list is long. Have you ever tried Gentleman Jack? No. Well, I've had it. I think if you mean Jack Daniels, I'm assuming. I've had it mixed with or I've had is it the honey? Jack Daniels Tennessee honey, I think, or something. Yes, John, freaking Jeep. Yeah, so they have a big log, and all the husky saws, none of them could cut all the way through it. They all got stuck. 45-degree angle cuts. They were all stuck in the log. So there you go. What does that tell you? Oh, yes, I mean, Dagan, right? No, I was supposed to go last weekend. So the recycling and the garbage is backed up down outside. So I got to get that all cleaned up in the morning. Haul it out of here. But Wild Moonshine Bill, I don't know if I can. I don't want. If you send me a jar, send me one of those little, like, those jars that are like the sampler, the samples of like jelly, you know, that you get. They're like the little 2-inch jars. Send me one of those if you're going to send anything. Or don't send a full jar because that might take a long time. I've been working on this Knob Creek, and I got another bottle of that coming. But if you yeah, you know what I mean by those little tiny, they're like jelly or jam sampler jar. Send me one of those. Because otherwise. All right. I think that's going to do it. We're going to wrap this up. Once again, everyone, let me make sure